How to be productive at work, season 2. All right, the first thing, let's talk about respect the institution's policy. Now, it is difficult for you to be productive in a place where you don't respect the institution's policy. Because sometimes for example, if you don't respect our policy of punctuality, you will always be coming late. And when you're always coming late, what happens? You're always rushing to your office, and maybe one of the staff is already waiting for you because you have failed to deliver your tasks on time and all of that. But when you learn that these are the policies that I need to respect, it enhances your productivity at work. It could be the policy of punctuality, the policy of workplace environment, how to deal with your fellow colleagues, respect, kindness, emotional intelligence. It could be the policy of managing equipment at work. Like, for example, okay, don't take office laptops to the house. Now, you may come late tomorrow. Meanwhile, another staff wanted to use the laptop. Now you are not there. Ineffective learner steps in, right? So, for you to be effective at work, make sure you look at what are those practical daily organizational policies that you need to abide by, which enhances productivity. And when everybody abide by it, it leads to uniformity, right? And when there's uniformity of when people come to work, when people start work, how people manage companies' equipment, how people deal with each other in the office, all of these things contribute to you being effective at work. Number 2, eliminate inefficient communication. Eliminate inefficient communication. Now, this is very important. Like I was giving an example the other time, there are some companies that, like when we finish the process of installing our internet here, we're going to block WhatsApp and Facebook. You cannot use the internet of the office and open social media platform. That's inefficient communication, right? Or if it is being done, there'll be some strict rules attached to it. Because many people don't know how to discipline themselves not to attend to personal issues. And sometimes they are not emergency issues, like maybe daughter, son having issues. That's different, of course, right? But we all know that if it's a serious emergency, direct calls are best, right? You cannot be having an emergency at home and then you're trying to text somebody on WhatsApp. What if the person is not by the WhatsApp? That's not an emergency. An emergency, pick a phone, call the person, call the staff. It's an emergency, now that's an emergency. Now, avoid inefficient communication that being at work, and that's why we're also going to introduce Slack, right? Slack is a workplace communication tool, which is not WhatsApp. So everybody has Slack on their laptop and all of that. Any official instructions it goes to that staff group on Slack, because Slack is strictly for workplace corporations. Why? So that we now sideline social media platforms, because on WhatsApp, your schoolmate is writing you, your crush is writing you, your wannabe husband is writing you, wannabe wife is writing you, everybody's writing you, family, friends are writing you, everybody is dumping stuff on you. To me, that I'm very committed. If you notice, my WhatsApp is always on vibration or silent. Now, with that, there are many messages you write me during the morning. I want to reply when I get home or when I've closed for the day. Whatever you're saying, that's your problem. And I want to reply messages from staff and client when I'm on WhatsApp, simple. During normal working hours, that's my normal philosophy. Apart from that, if I open that, you see 100 of them there, but I cannot attend to them now. Staff and clients remain priority. That's why I can answer a message from a strange number faster than a friend that I have his number. Because I'm in business, so a client can reach out to me at any time with a strange number. And when I open that number, you don't say hi, hello, whatever. I'm asking you straight. It's Javnyuy, Joybert. How can I serve you? If you don't talk sense of whatever you're writing, I'll check later. So go straight to the point. Oh, I need consulting, I need coaching, I need a course, whatever. Let's talk business and go forward. It's working hours. You get a point? So find a way to, because small, imagine 2 minutes communication with your friends. Combine 2 minutes times 10. How much is that? They have lost 20 minutes without even discovering. And there are some friends that you can chat with for 5 minutes, they will not let you go. You see, they're like Angel and Jacob. They will not let you go until you bless me. You don't want to do a chatting with them, they don't want to allow you to go. If you are not very strict, you may see that you have chat for 15 minutes. But you have work on your table. Oh. The next minute, your boss is on your head that you deliver this now. Now you're under pressure. Meanwhile, you just lost 10 minutes of unnecessary chatting. You get the point? So do your best to eliminate unnecessary discipline. That's what I've done to myself best. I discipline myself. If the chat is not productive, not business related, not for my staff, that's why if you text me as a staff during working hours, I reply almost instantly. Have you noticed that? Because now, one thing I've done when you have certain phones is also good. Most of the staff have a special silent ringtone when I'm in a serious meeting or working on serious stuff. So you can set some numbers to have ringtones, right? And others don't. So when it comes, like manager's phone number has ringtone. So I know that when she sends me a message, it can ring and distract me from what I'm serious in. And like, okay, manager is writing, and I reply her immediately. You see, you focus only on important issues and eliminate the rest. Any other one, and people who are close to you now, she also know. Like our family members know. If you write me within the day, you will not get me. So keep everything and let's talk in the evening. Even in the family WhatsApp, we discuss anything serious within that. People will die and I will not reply. I will only see in the evening. Oh, somebody died, auntie died, okay. Contributions, we do that evening, is done. When it's time for seriousness, it's time for seriousness. When it's time for relaxing, you want to relax, it's time for relaxation. So do your best to eliminate inefficient communication. The third one, which is something that greatly helped me personally today, cultivate mentality for deep work. Cultivate mentality for deep work. What does that mean? Everybody has a difficult task that they cannot avoid. You must do it. Everybody has a difficult task that no matter how much you go up and down, no matter how much you avoid that task, at the end of the day, you must do it. Now, how do you conquer this? Because people get to procrastinate difficult tasks a lot. The best way to do that is to cultivate the mentality of facing your big difficult task. Like, for example, end of month reports. Right? Many people don't like end of month reports. It's difficult and all of that. So, no, like you go up, come down, procrastinate, you must still do it. Right? So what do? Now, start preparing your mentality. Prepare your mindset that, oh, I have this difficult task coming up and I need to do it. And then you set deadlines and do it. Even me, there's a task I did on Sunday, I've been procrastinating. I didn't want to do it. So difficult process to do. Yeah, I focus on other things now. I'll be pushing it small, so it's not. So the best way is to cultivate the mentality for deep work. Right? Have that mentality, prepare in advance. Okay, you have this difficult task, yes, which is important, yes. There's nothing I can do about it. You must do it, yes. Then do it. It only takes that mentality. Every day you have that difficult task, do it. Then the last point for today is keep distraction list to stay focused. Keep a distraction list to stay focused. Now, what does this mean? Who has noticed that when you are doing something different ideas drop into your mind? Yes. Or you remember something you have forgotten to do. Mm-hmm. What I do is I have like a notepad that I use. If you see my notepad, for example, you see these are many things I've written. These are different issues like this one. You see? So like I can be teaching now, and then I remember something that I forgot to do. I just come here and I jot it down. You're working on a report or something, whatever you're doing, then something drops into your mind that you forgot to do. Or an idea drops that you plan to do. Just write it down, because if you notice the many things that you don't write down, you will forget. Or you try to remember like for the whole day, it would never appear in your mind. Right? So keep a distraction list. That's how it is called. Keep a distraction list. It could be your notepad, it could be your notebook, your journal, whatever. Even during, like me for example, many of my ideas come during prayers or worship. So I'm always typing. Sometimes I can worship because I'm typing. Whatever is dropping, I'm just writing it. Sometimes it's the Holy Spirit makes inside plus your brain makes inside. You're just be jotting it down. Your job is to write it down. Then figure it out later. The structure, then you can flesh it out. Sometimes I'm praying and it's a training idea that comes to my mind or a training topic. I just write it down. Then I now figure out the training content and all of that. Bam, you now do it. So it's called a distraction. It's good distraction list, not a bad distraction, of course. You know the distractions you keep away. Social media, television, can keep those away. But keep a distraction list when you're doing something, you're working on a laptop, whatever you're doing. Ideas drop into your mind. Don't postpone that you remember, you forget. Because you get busy. Your mind is going to get busy and you forget. So let us take those 4 points for today and practice them throughout the week, throughout the month, the rest of the year, the rest of your life as you work, so that you are always productive at work as a professional. Awesome. That's it. Any questions?